job. What do you want? Step inside.
Yep.
There you go.
Not sure.
Yeah, the adults, they get the wider boards. It's just a percent.
Yep.
There you go. Good. You good?
Yep.
There you go.
Tell me, sir.
Okay, so he's got, step aside. Okay, now he's got 3 boards to go through. So it's a little bit harder. So I have 2 people holding it.
Yeah.
There we go. Good.
Yep.
Good. Kathy. Oh, Kathy. She can't make up her mind. Backspin kick it is. You have to center, Kathy. Jill.
Yep.
There you go. Okay, let's see. There you go. Well, what's that? Rich hand.
Yep.
Okay, now what Mr. Marshall's going to do, he's going to do a suspended break, which we actually call a true break. Because if someone's holding it, you can possibly muscle through it. Right now, I'm just holding it by the tips of my fingers. So it's all about speed and focus. Okay, I have one more thing I'm going to do. But before that, I have Mr. Freegon here. Come on out, Mr. Freegon. He also teaches at my school. He teaches Hapkido class, which is different than Taekwondo. So he's going to demonstrate a couple minutes of Hapkido because 2 of my students are also 2 of his students. So that's what we have the mat here for, and he'll tell you what's going on with that.
Thank you, sir. Actually, first off, my name is John Freegon. I'm a 3rd-degree black belt in the art of Hapkido. Hapkido is also a Korean martial art, which is mostly based on self-defense. If any of you guys have ever seen any Steven Seagal movies, a lot of the techniques are almost similar to that. The art incorporates a lot of punching, kicking, like Taekwondo, but also incorporates joint locks, there's grappling, there's knife defense, and there's lots of other things involved. Of course, like MasterBritt was talking about, one of the biggest things that I also teach is control. That's the most important thing. One thing I also learned in life is that the best way to defend yourself is not to fight at all. You know, and one thing that was told to me by another instructor was that I learned how to fight so I don't have to fight. Okay, that's 2 of the biggest things that I keep in mind. Now, I've got 2 of my students here, Andrew and Trevor, really good guys. And what we're going to do is we're just going to run through a few things that I do in my class. Okay, one of the first things that we're going to learn in Hapkido is actually to learn how to fall and how to roll properly. The reason being is also in Hapkido we incorporate throwing. So in order to be thrown, you got to learn how to land. One of the reasons why I brought the reason is that it's something a little softer to land on than per se the floor. Okay, so we want to make sure everybody's going to be okay. All right, so first thing, I'm going to call Andrew and Trevor.
Sir.
Out. Okay, excellent. I want each of you guys on each end of the mat. And what they're going to demonstrate right now is what we call a side break ball. So what they're going to do is they're going to do 3 side break balls on each side. They're going to go right side and left side. Okay, so side break ball, go. 3. Okay, one side. Okay. Also, not only learning how to fall properly on your side, you're also going to learn how to fall properly if we're falling backwards. So what they're going to do is, I want you guys to squat doing this, please.
Sir.
Because they're going to demonstrate a backward break fall. Okay? 3, go. Excellent. Good job. And the last break ball we usually do when we start is we do also a forward break ball. Now they're going to do this basically, you're going to do the sprawl? Okay, I wouldn't do the sprawl. I want you guys leaning on the mat, kneeling on the mat. We're going to do it from kneeling. Now, when you first start my class, usually everything is done from a sitting position or a kneeling position. So if you were a white belt in my class right now, this is how you would be doing this. Okay, so I want you guys to demonstrate a forward break ball. 3, go. Excellent. Okay, ready up. Okay, now, not only falling and protecting yourself as you're falling, we also do a lot of rolling. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to have Trevor come on this side over here. And we're going to demonstrate a forward roll, okay, which is common. You see this a lot in other martial arts, like Aikido, which is actually a Japanese art. Okay, go. So let's say stop. Go. Okay, now they're going to show, we're going to combine a couple elements. We're going to do a forward roll into a break fall. So they're going to do a forward roll and then a break fall. You understand, gentlemen?
Sir.
Okay, proceed, go. Good. Next. Good. Good. Excellent. Okay, great. Okay, now, some of the techniques that we do are basically self-defense techniques. A lot of these either come from a punch, come from somebody grabbing you, or defend also from a kick. What we're going to do right now is Trevor's going to start right now.
Sir.
Get on the mat. And Andrew, you're going to be the attacker.
Sir.
Okay, so you remember the techniques we went through? Okay. All right, Andrew's going to show you, Trevor is going to show you guys some techniques that we usually do, and they're going to come from different areas of the body. So Andrew's going to go up to Trevor, and he's going to grab him, and Trevor's going to use one of our techniques to get out of the situation. One. Next. Guys are getting a workout today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Two throws. Now this is one of the more important ones. He's going to get thrown now. This is why it's important to do the break falls. Okay, forward throw. This is why it's important to roll. One. Excellent. Got each other. Palm of the knee. Also, we have other techniques. Now, we're kind of running short on time, so I brought a knife along. I'm going to show you a couple of light techniques. And then from there, I'll leave it back to MasterBritt. Okay, understab. Right? techniques that we do in Hapkido class. So now I'm going to leave it up to Master Britt. Again, I'd like to thank you for having me here. Master Britt, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I just have one more thing that I'm going to demonstrate. And this is more of a showmanship thing. This is not, we don't do this in class or anything like that. It's just more for showmanship. Okay, now it's probably figured out there's a bed of nails here. And many people will tell you that you have to focus your inner chi outwards or the nails will puncture you. That's all bunk. It's all about physics. Like breaking the boards is about physics. Laying on the bed of nails is about physics. It takes discipline because it's not comfortable. It does hurt. But it's all about physics. I'm going to be laying on the bed of nails. I'm going to put 3 cement blocks on my chest, and Mr. Marshall's going to break the blocks with a sledgehammer. If the nails, if you put one nail on the board, I lay down on it, guess what? That nail sticks into my back. That's why there's a lot of nails. It disperses the weight equally. So you get a science lesson here too. The same with the cement. If you took the cement away and Mr. Marshall hit my chest with the sledgehammer, I'd have a broken sternum. All that energy is absorbed by the cement breaking. And if you're wondering if these are sharp, yes they are. Demonstration, and again I would like to thank Mrs. Bresnahan for having us down, and I do have flyers here if anybody's interested in grabbing one. All I ask is that if you grab it and decide you don't want it, just throw it away. We'll preferably recycle it, but don't just throw it on the ground. Your teachers are not your servants. They shouldn't be having to pick up after you. So there's a bunch here. I'll put it right on the edge of the stage here, and again, if anybody wants one, please feel free to grab one. Page it.